All right, what's up, guys? It's Judah. Hey! And Jesse. I switched it up. I wanted you to say the name. Okay, so today's episode 10. So make sure you make sure you pay close attention, and we're gonna have some fun. If I get this, that'd be so crazy. Oh, man, you're a pro. What? You're a pro. Oh, no, man.
Dude, so have you ever had like drama with your friends or family?
There's a cousin of mine I can't stand.
Really?
And I mean that. There's this cousin, he's always been a jerk to us, like even growing up, like, and I hope he doesn't see this video, but because he knows who he is, and, but he has always not been nice, and he just never said sorry for anything he did, and I personally, and I still have a really tough time forgiving him, because he doesn't care. He doesn't care how he treats people. He's a manipulator, and it's hard for me to get over that.
So, I've had people in my life like that too. And so one thing that I kind of feel like sometimes is when I struggle to forgive people, it makes it difficult to actually get over whatever that thing was that I'm upset about. Do you ever feel like that too?
Yeah. It's like you're focusing on what they did to you more than seeing them as a human being. Like, I instantly, when someone does something wrong to me, I'm like, they don't deserve my respect. They don't deserve me being nice to them. They don't deserve it. Like, yeah. Careful.
I'll run you over, Judah.
Hey, you're not
run you over.
Job, you know that?
Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Were you fixing your hair?
I was.
Today?
I was.
Okay.
I was working on that. Yes. Thanks for taking care of it.
Yeah, I got you. Man, look at that. Look at that hard work. Oh, that determination. Asian nation. Man. Oh, come on, you got this. Oh, yeah.
I think in those moments we're tempted, like the saying goes, to like go for eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, like repay them with what they've given us. Yeah. There was one time that I did that, to where there was a kid that this was like 7th grade. In middle school, he pushed my lunch tray over.
Okay.
Like at lunch, just like knocked it over. I had eaten most of my stuff, so I wasn't that mad. But it was still like, it was like a shot to my pride.
Yeah.
And so I decided, okay, well, if he wants to play that game, I'm going to play it harder and I'm going to win. So I took his full tray and pushed it onto him. And then I got in trouble, and he didn't.
That's the worst. That would always happen in middle school.
Yeah.
Literally, it was, what would they say? The second person would always get
The
caught.
second person gets caught. That is so true.
We want the people to hurt just as bad as they hurt us. Like, so if you hurt me this much, I'm gonna make you hurt this much, if not more, to show you to never do that to me ever again. But what I've realized is that you're never satisfied. Like, or if you actually do get them back, like, I really don't feel that much better because I just made someone else hurt a lot.
Yeah.
And I actually became the very person that hurt me. So what does the Bible have to say about retaliation and forgiving people? I think, well, I'll just say it straight from the Word of God. In 1 Thessalonians 5:15, this is a letter that the Apostle Paul, the guy who wrote majority of the New Testament, he was writing to a church. And he was saying in this verse 5:15, he said, don't repay each other evil for evil, saying like, hey, if someone does you wrong, if someone pushes your lunch tray out of your hands, or if someone is a jerk to you and never says sorry, I still need to work on that, but don't repay them back with the same thing. He said, do good to all people, even if they don't deserve it.
Judah, what you're just saying reminds me of a saying from a TV show that is kind of funny, but it's actually true. You know, there's a saying, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth.
Yeah.
But the saying in this show is like, okay, well, eye for an eye and tooth for a tooth, all that gets you is a bunch of toothless blind people. And while that sounds funny, but that's actually true.
Yeah.
If we play the game eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, nobody wins. When we choose to not repay evil for evil, but repay evil with good, what it actually does is it helps us get over what happened to us. Because when we hold unforgiveness in our heart, when we want to hold a grudge against that person that was mean to us or said that about us or whatever, it prevents us from actually being able to get over that thing. So forgiveness actually allows us to get over what happened to us.
So when you do not forgive someone, you actually give them the power. And as much as you think you're in control and you're trying to get them back and give them justice for hurting you so bad, you're actually not. And that's not how Jesus treats you or me. And as hard as it is, as much as that person does not deserve it, as much as my cousin doesn't deserve it, as much as that bully does not deserve it, we need to do it. I think Jesus asks us to do it because it helps us. I don't think he's just telling us what to do. It helps us. And so if you're struggling to get over it, try forgiving. It's hard, but it's a skill that you have to practice.
Yeah, so I want to leave you with a question. Like we said, forgiveness actually frees you. So I want you to think about what's one thing or one person or one situation that you haven't given forgiveness to that you should.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. See you next week for episode 11. Peace.